Australia's iconic national spread Vegemite has been banned in a Canadian cafe. Prime Minister Albanese shared his support for the Australian owner as well as his toast topping habits.
I stand with the Aussie cafe owner. I can confirm here today that I am pro-Vegemite, and indeed I actually put a lot of Vegemite on my toast when I ate bread. Let's be clear here. Pro-Vegemite, anti-Marmite, that's my position.
Cafe owner Leighton Walters joins us now from Toronto. Good morning to you. You've gone viral around the world. What's happened to your supply of Vegemite?
Oh my goodness, what an overwhelming response. So cheers to Albo for the shout out, because my phone has never received so many messages before. And honestly, if you want to be the Prime Minister of Australia, you've got to love Vegemite. But our supply of Vegemite seemingly was apparently an issue for the CFIA all of a sudden. The Canadian Food Inspection Agency over here started to flag concerns about the naturally forming, but also the added B vitamins in Vegemite, which is common in so many, if not hundreds, if not thousands of products all across Canada, all across grocery stores in the country. So apparently the food regulations over here seemingly have concerns about the added B vitamins in spreads. So basically we're just pushing back, questioning, asking whether this is right, considering Vegemite is such a unique and iconic cultural product for Australia and for Australians. The response has been overwhelming, but one of the biggest kickers to me, Bridget, is the fact that Amazon is still selling Vegemite 3 times the price as we were, and they are still selling Vegemite. They're still selling Marmite across all grocery stores, but apparently my Vegemite, which is the exact same product, is an issue. So it doesn't make sense to me. So we're just asking the question. We're just trying to get a little bit more information and, in the midst of it all, trying to, make sure that everyone knows that we're proudly Australian and we're willing to actually defend our national icon over here and not just roll over because of some government overreach or some sort of outdated regulation.
It is our national icon, isn't it? And you need some answers soon. So tell us a little bit more. How did you actually get the notification from the authorities that you'd no longer be able to sell and promote this brand across Canada? Because you've got a stockpile of it, don't you?
Yeah, I have about $8,000 worth of Vegemite that we've had to pull off the shelves, which honestly does sound like a lot, but we have 4 coffee shops over here now, and we supply a lot of Vegemite to a lot of Aussies, Canadians, travellers and tourists alike. It is a lot, but, in context, we do move through it pretty quickly because we have, Vegemite on toast. We've got our own Cheesy-mite scroll. We obviously sell at retail, and it's also a condiment that we offer on our menu as well, right? So we do go through it. But the CFIA started kind of asking questions earlier in the year, which as a small business owner, I obviously, far from home. I'm an Australian expat. I'm passionate about Vegemite. And it was a bit strange that they started to ask all these questions. So I basically turned around and said, sure, whatever information you want, we'll provide it. We'll comply with whatever requests that you have. All we ask is that, you really seriously consider maybe not going down this route because it is such a patriotic product for our country and our culture. They didn't have any of it, basically, didn't really care, just asked for all of the information, asked for all of the information on manufacturing, all of the information on ingredients, the recipe, when, how it was produced. And I had to go back to Bega and go, hey, look, just need a bit more information from you. We know that this product is safe. We know that it's the same product that, has been, eaten by Australians for generations and over 100 years. And we got all the information that they asked for. We gave it to them. And over the space of about 6 or 8 weeks, I developed, I was proactive about it because I didn't want to be fined. And I also didn't want to get on the wrong side of Canadian authorities. I tried to get some more information about when they were wanting to make a decision and whether there were any questions that they had. And all of these things, I tried to be really collaborative and relational and build rapport with this inspector. To the extent where I actually told them that I was heading in for major surgery on the 27th of March. And then a few days before the surgery, I got a call and she told me that they've made the decision that Vegemite is non-compliant and that I have to remove it off the shelves. I have to send them photos of all of our locations where there's no retail offering a Vegemite, I have to send them photos of our menu where there's not on the menu. I have to show them evidence that it's been removed off our website.
Wow.
It was all ridiculous. So days before my major hospital, my major operation that I'm currently recovering from, they basically told me to do all this, and I complied. We got it all sorted. And then I woke up from my 12.5-hour surgery the day after the operation to get all of the importing inspection and the non-compliance notice and all of the, I guess, red tape and all of this aggressive language from them, which I just thought was completely, in my view, un-Canadian. Not only is it un-Australian to pull Vegemite off the shelf, it's also un-Canadian to be so not celebrating diversity and so exclusive of something so culturally unique. But yeah, so they also told me to get well soon in the same email. So
okay.
Yeah, that's why I was a little bit triggered. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
And then I had to field all of the complaints from Aussie expats and customers going, what happened to the Vegemite scrolls? What happened to the Vegemite on the shelf? We traveled hours to come and buy it. We're really upset. And I'm just going, all right, I got to say something. So in the midst of I think 2 or 3 days after the surgery, I'm in excruciating pain, and I had to do a video. So we did a video, and then I just wanted to communicate with our locals. Little did I realize that video would end up being shared to so many people and to all this media outlets in Canada. And then that got picked up in Australia. And then some amazing reporter ended up asking the Prime Minister about it. And then now here we are. And I'm just going to continue to be true to who we are as a business and the culture, and wanting to be proudly Australian over here.
Well, we hope you get some answers soon. It's gone all the way to the top. I'm sure it will go all the way to the top there in Canada as well. Leighton Walters, thank you so much for joining us on News Breakfast. We'll be holding up a piece of Vegemite toast this morning in your honour. So, there you go.
I got my Vegemite hat.
There you go. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time on News Breakfast this morning, and we'll perhaps catch up with you when you get a resolution. Cheers.
Thank you so much.